So there is a internet breaking UAP video that just started making the rounds recently. They're calling it the Jellyfish. The form of this thing is one thing. What's most interesting is the people coming forward now that the video is out there that were actually on base when this happened, and the stories they're telling are phenomenal. What the guys on the base would call it is the spaghetti monster. They didn't call it the jellyfish. So this actually became a ghost story on this base in Iraq. Let me set the stage for you so you know exactly like where this was and what happened. So this is a joint operations base within a base in Iraq. So this is all very confidential, top secret, ran by a few agencies and a private contractor. One of the ones we talked about on the show before, Lockheed Martin.
I knew it.
Seems like whenever something strange is going on, somehow their name gets brought into it, which is
yeah.
fun. So this is a secret base within a secret base in Iraq.
Okay.
So one night, and this is in the middle of the night where it's completely dark out, they have all of this really high-tech surveillance technology, and it picks up the weirdest looking thing I've ever seen. And it's only being picked up using several layers of surveillance technology all at once. This is what it looks like.
Oh, what the hell is that?
Yeah, so it has like no solid form. Like it looks like a robot almost, or a transformer. It looks kind of...
You know what it looks like is a probe droid from Star Wars.
Yeah,
what it looks
exactly.
Like, that it's about to land on Hoth.
It has like these weird arms underneath it, like it's there to take samples or to grab onto things.
Oh my God. Yeah, exactly. It's there like taking samples of dirt and like human skin and stuff. Yeah, it's there, has all the little arms, and it processes as it does it and shoots it up to the mothership. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Holy shit. And it's moving, and it goes from dark to light. What is that about?
Yeah, so it has these several layers of technology that's picking it up, but nobody on the base physically can see it. The dogs don't even notice that there's anything flying overhead, right? So the guys operating this security equipment, they start following it and they try to box it.
They can't even like lock onto it, it doesn't look like.
Yeah, so this whole time they have to follow it manually because they can't box this moving target. From what Jeremy Corbell says, they can box a moving car's tire from like kilometer away, but they can't box this target. People that use this type of surveillance equipment say that means it's using jamming technology to stop us from being able to box it as a target. Yeah, so the idea that this thing can't be targeted means that there's some sort of technology it's using to prevent us from being able to target it. It has some sort of jamming tech. That's an amazing feat considering the technology we're using to be able to jam that. You would also have to know exactly what technology we have in order to know how to jam it. The fact that it's invisible to the naked eye, there's no sound being made because no one on the base was alerted. When they start following this thing manually and watching its trajectory, it starts going towards the water.
He can only describe as a USO. Chase was interviewed about the sighting, where he was quizzed on what makes this footage out of the ordinary.
Why is it significant that something, mechanical would be down that deep?
It seems like it'd be easy to put a drone or something 5,600 feet underwater until you really understand what's behind doing something like that. And to have something moving down there under its own power, the battery power would be immense. Also, this was tetherless. Without a tether, it would have no human control.
They call up a bunch of guys to pull out their night vision goggles and go look at it and say, what is this thing? We've been following it it goes on for about 30 minutes, but we don't know what it is. Can you tell us what it physically looks like? Because you're closer to it. So all of these soldiers get up there with their night vision goggles and they can't see it. Even though they're looking directly at it, night vision goggles don't pick it up. It's invisible to the naked eye and it's invisible to their night vision goggles. The only system that can pick it up is the thermal and infrared combination with this different light spectrum layered security technology that we're using to see it on this video.
Unidentified flying objects are real.
Bill, I think we're beyond that already. The government has already stated for the record that they're real. I'm not telling you that. The United States government is telling you that.
If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries, yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
No kidding, non-human, exotic origin, vehicles that have either landed or crashed.
We have spacecraft from another species.
We do, yeah.
Did you box moving target? No, I took an auto track. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, dude. Wow, look at that.
When it gets to the water, and this is the part of the video that Jeremy Corbell and his team don't have, and pretty much nobody has it. They know where it is. It's locked away somewhere. But this part of the video, the most important piece, of course, is where the object goes into the water.
It's splashed. Mark bearing and range.
For a short period of time, comes back out of the water, and shoots off into space.
Jeremy Corbell, who last month released another video of an upside-down pyramid UFO hovering above a Navy destroyer.
This is part of a much larger series of events that we're going to be learning about.
The Pentagon confirming the video was taken by Navy personnel. The images now being reviewed by a government task force set to brief Congress next month on what they call Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon. This weekend, 60 Minutes speaking to fighter pilots who reported seeing unidentified flying objects.
Every day for at least a couple years.
So it's not a balloon, for sure. When you do like one of those gender reveals, you want to have like those, so everyone needs IR thermal goggles to be able to see what gender the baby is.
Boy. Are you sure? Yeah, no, I have my goggles,
Those are the balloons we want. So yeah, obviously not a balloon. And the fact that sometimes you almost can't see it, there's nothing coming off it, no heat coming off it at all.
Yeah, like right here.
That's creepy. Yeah, there's
like
some
right
moments.
here. It's basically invisible. It's like in and out, in and out. It's crazy.
Yeah, so the guys on the base would tell the story of this incursion. This is an incursion over a secret base, right? Something that isn't ours came in with impunity and flew over our secret base and left without us being able to do anything about it. This is an incursion, and we have videotape of this incursion, and it became a ghost story around the base. They called it the Spaghetti Monster.
Yeah. So let me ask, the footage, what happened to that piece of footage where we can see it go into the ocean and then going out of space? What happened to it?
Yeah, so we got very lucky that we even have this footage. This footage was recorded off of a recording, probably taken like with an iPhone on a video
That's
screen.
what it looks like, yeah.
And the reason they had to do it that way, to leak it, is because as soon as this object showed signs of being something anomalous, they cut the feed to all of the Five Eyes and kept it just US. So we said to all of our allies, oh, nothing to see here. And we cut all their feeds. Once we had it and saw it go into the water and shoot off into space, it wasn't long after that a guy shows up. We don't know his rank. We don't know who he's affiliated with. But he shows up with 2 armed guys and almost by gunpoint say, that video's ours and we're not signing it out.
Law states, I am the law. Right here, right now, I am the law. You have the right to remain silent, weapons, Agent Hubbard.
Nothing ever happened here, and the tape doesn't exist, and it was taken. So somebody happened to record it and get this little bit of footage before it was taken and Men in Black'd. Yeah, so what do you think? You think Lockheed is just testing one of their cool devices and then our guys end up picking it up on some scanners that they didn't expect it to be picked up on? Or did they actually see something that was non-human and that's a Men in Black moment where they come in with guns and say, give me the video?
Short answer, I don't know, man, but I don't think it's something that we built.
It doesn't have the traces of like human engineering when I look at this. It looks like something else created it. But what is it doing? Why is it over a secret base in a secret base?
Was it spotted there? Because that's the only place that can spot it. Who knows, man?
So yeah, the jellyfish, spaghetti monster, whatever you want to call it, that thing is freaking wild. But there's actually another one that's just as spooky and even harder to wrap your head around, and that's the chandelier UFO.
The chandelier?
We got a call from this guy who's a tenured Stanford medical school professor. He comes on and he's like, 11 years ago, the US government reached out to me because I'm an expert on head injuries, on brain injuries, traumatic brain injuries, and they had all these court cases from families of US servicemen, over 100, who'd been killed by UFOs. So at nuclear missile bases in the upper Midwest, for example, nuclear-powered aircraft carriers, nuclear-powered submarines are all getting buzzed by these objects. And in a number of cases, these things have landed on military bases, including famously in Germany, in West Germany.
Hey guys, if you like that and you want to hear some more UAP or UFO video talk, click on this video right here.
Or this one right here.
And servicemen have approached them, and they approach and they get traumatic brain injury, or they're killed. And he studied their brains.